You've been hearing a lot this morning about life as worship. So I want to introduce you to a few people who do some things that you might not consider to be worship. But through what they do, they are able to experience God and share God with others, which means that what they do is worship.
I think one of the things that it shows is our creativeness, and certainly we are children of a very creative Father. And lots of people might have blessings that show in different ways, but we do use our creativity to share what we love and the joy that we get from doing it with other people.
Well, I recently made a quilt for someone, and I felt every time I sat down at my machine, I felt like I prayed for this person. And I mean, it truly was an experience for me.
I think too, when we've done projects like this for other people before, and we have sometimes as a group done those projects.
We recently sent some quilts and some table toppers, I think, to IDES so they could use them in their auction to raise money for their different projects. And even though we don't see who gets what we have made, we know that we've prayed over them and that hopefully they'll get a blessing out of it.
I think the memories that we do and give to people is so special to the people that receive it.
Those tears that come in our eyes when we're sharing it are not make-believe. They're, God's touch on us as we see that we're doing something that's positive for someone else.
Yeah! Woo! We didn't need any of this! Welcome back to the Al Capone's channel! Woo!
I am a video game streamer, and I stream on platforms Twitch and Beam. I grew up a gamer. I really like and game with a lot of awesome people, and God is never really talked about. But I have a lot of compassion for that. I've always been close to that, community, too, is know that they're loved by Jesus. That Christians do game. You know what I mean? They're not some abstract, only found in church walls. I've been able to talk to people that otherwise would not hear about God, or at least from someone like me, or in this way, in a very candid environment. I always ask people at the end of streams, can I pray for you about something? And I'll actually do prayer requests. I had a conversation I actually forgot about with a guy from Slovenia, and he comes to every stream now. He was around that time when I started doing it. And he said he doesn't believe in, I said, God bless, man, what about, and he was talking about, he goes, well, I don't actually believe in it, but that's, and so me and two other guys in chat engaged in this conversation. I'm like, well, what is it you don't? And we had a couple hour long conversation about God, the existence of God. God's really challenged me, and instead of being changed and then turning my nose, to show compassion for the marginalized. So what I've been challenged through all this is not immediately being like, oh, this guy's crazy. And no, I'm here for the crazy.
Grace, what have you done? Murdered for me on that cross, accused in absence of wrong, my sin washed away in your blood, too much to make sense of it all. I know that your love breaks my fall, the scandal of grace, you died in my place, so my soul will live. Oh, to be loved.
I'm able to express my emotions and how I feel to God in my movements instead of my words. He's introduced me to a lot of new people, and I was able to dance on stage at TCTC and hopefully change some people's lives through the way I dance. It shows that God has given us all different talents and abilities to worship Him and show Him that we love Him.
I will take your heart beating into my own, making my heart beat 2 times as strong. I will live my life with 2 times the purpose, 2 times the focus, 2 times the strength. For you taught me that the depth of one's impact is not measured by life's length. So now, I live for you. We all live for you. And you shall live on through us.
My name is Marsha Mills, and I am a poet. The Lord allows me to write and share poetry, and I believe that He speaks through me. There's many times that I'm able to relate to people because of the poetry that I've shared, and it actually brings about conversations and dialogue that I feel normally wouldn't happen had it not been for the fact that I had an opportunity to share a poem. One of the main things that come to mind when I think about how the Lord has worked through my poetry is especially when I have an opportunity to share poetry with younger people. And there's been so many occasions when a young person has let me know that I've inspired them to write, or I've given them the courage to stand up in front of people and to share poetry, where before they would just write, but they wouldn't give their words a voice. And I believe that's the Lord, because all things that we do, we are to give Him praise, to show worship, to honor Him. And when we stand and we write, when we stand and we share poetry, I believe that's a way to show honor to the Lord. I believe that through my poetry, that I'm able to share God's power, His strength, His grace, His mercy, and most of all, His love.